All right, just want to do a quick post-mortem. We have the debates just ended, and we have this article does a pretty good job. Trump dominant, but Biden better than expected. And I have to say so. I hope at 84 or whatever Biden is at, that I can actually hold myself up that well. He is not, I don't know what he's hopped up on or whatever, but he's not completely incoherent. He stumbles, he mumbles, and has to switch words up mid-sentence to use a monosyllabic term rather than the big word he was gunning for. But, I can see why the guy is a lifelong politician. He was still game. It'll be fun to watch them in the next two debates. I hope they happen. So this guy sums it up. SCOTUS, Trump won by TKO. COVID, Biden won but close. And the left's talking points on COVID, they're just good because they play off of fear. Time will tell how severe COVID is, but yeah, I thought Biden did a good job on COVID. Economy, I disagree with that. Trump wins the economy, hands down. He's just, that's his wheelhouse. Race, he rates it a tie. Trump's facts on Biden's history versus Biden's repetitive claims. Biden cited just about every hoax that the media has perpetrated, the Fine People hoax being the primary one that he harped on. The thing is, his supporters and the people on the left believe in those hoaxes, and so how could you not bring it up? I can't argue with the fact that's what they believe, that's what they want to hear. Again, the fact that he was able to say those names and not drool on himself, I'm pretty impressed with Joe Biden. Law and order, Trump won because Biden's unable to get past the defund and reform. Track records, Trump won because Biden had the Green New Deal. And election integrity, it depends on which side you're on. You're going to see one or the other. You're going to see the missing ballots in the ditch, or you're going to see it functioning perfectly since the Civil War, as Biden claims. Guess he remembers. So, yeah, that was kind of a tie. The big thing I would say, when you look at the law and order and the track record, when they got into the Green New Deal, Donald Trump got Joe Biden to cede on the far left stuff. The defund the police stuff, Joe Biden had to come out and say, look, no, I'm a law and order guy. That was a win for Trump because all these riots, all this looting, all this burning we've seen, people are really upset about that. And so there's that far left base. You've been disenfranchised. I hope you had fun. And the Green New Deal, he got Biden to say, no, I don't support the Green New Deal, which is another kick in the pants. If climate change is truly the end of the world that's going to happen in 2032, does the cost really matter? Well, no, because global warming is a hoax. That's why we can sit here and have Biden's deal, Trump's deal, the Green New Deal, and no one bothers to read what's in it. Nobody buys Alpine real estate or even builds a boat. He says Biden did a lot better than many expected on policies and forward facts. Trump won the first debate comfortably. I don't know. I just found it was a pretty good slugfest. I didn't think, I was betting that I lost money tonight. I was betting Biden would soil himself on stage. So, yeah, Joe Biden, whoever, I know he didn't come up with this, but whoever was running his Twitter feed, this is an excellent joke. It's debate night, so I've got my earpiece and performance enhancers ready. So his iPod, headphones, and his ice cream. That's legit funny. Like, whoever has the job of controlling Joe Biden's Twitter, they should be recognized and kept on the tee. That's good humor right there. They didn't shake hands. I don't know. I'd like to see it, but call me old-fashioned. They debated Supreme Court. We have this, everything Trump is saying so far is simply a lie. Like, come on. Not every word out of his mouth can be a lie all of the time, guys. Like, that's a pretty weak, persuasive argument. President Trump did good when he points out, your party wants to go socialist and they're going to dominate you. You know that. Joe Biden, I am the Democratic Party right now. Trump, not according to Harris. Like that was a pretty good round for the president. That socialist thing, that defund the police, that far left radicals and Antifa, that's a real weak point that Joe Biden's going to have to learn. He's going to have to adapt because he was losing that and basically agreeing with Trump without without saying, yes, I agree with you. But that was definitely his weakest. We have the moment. Would you shut up?
Senator, I'm not going to answer the question.
Why would you answer that question?
The question is, radical left. Will you shut up, man?
Who is on your list, Joe?
Who's on your list?
Gentlemen, I think
this is so unprecedented. I'm not going to give a list.
We have ended this segment. We're going to move on to the...
Yeah, he can't handle the far left stuff. Shut up is not a good enough answer. This was a nice little zinger.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated
fake laugh.
Either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years you've done nothing.
Let's have this debate.
Yeah. The thing is, he had no answer to that. He's charismatic, like I said. He's a charismatic, good-looking political guy, and he's smooth. He is smooth, but smart? No. Now, here was the big one. We have the whole corruption with Biden's son, the whole fake thing they impeached Trump over, and he had every right to be angry about this.
His trade deals are the same way. He talks about these great trade deals. He talks about the art of the deal. China's perfected the art of the steal. We have a higher deficit with China now than we did before. We have the highest trade deficit with Mexico.
Your lunch.
Right,
China ate your lunch, Joe, and no wonder your son goes in and he takes out billions of dollars. Takes out billions of dollars to manage. He makes millions of dollars. And also, while we're at it, why is it, just out of curiosity, the mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million. What did he do to deserve it? What did he do with Burisma to deserve $183,000?
You asked a question, let him answer it.
None of that is true.
Oh, really?
Mr. President, please.
Totally discredited. Totally discredited. And by the way,
he didn't get $3.5 million, Joe?
Mr. Vice
He got $3.5 million.
It is not true.
Oh, really?
Mr. President, it's an open discussion, please.
It's an open discussion.
Well, you have raised an issue. Let the Vice President answer.
So even Megyn Kelly, and we know what a Trump fan she is, but even Megyn Kelly tweets, Wallace shutting down the Hunter line of attack isn't going to please Trump supporters. Tense and uncomfortable. And notice that Chris Wallace, swamp protects swamp, establishment protects establishment. We don't want to get into the icky corruption. Well, that's exactly why President Trump was elected, was to deal with this sort of gross corruption going on. So race came up. That's always Trump's weakest point. He's accused everything you use as a dog whistle. That's something the people that believe in it will see it. The people that won't see it. Trump came back with Super Predator. Not bad. The crime bill and all that. Trump stuck with Law and Order. Also his strongest point. It was very frustrating to watch Chris Wallace call critical race theory sensitivity training. I mean, come on. That's quite the euphemism there. To take something as controversial as critical race theory and just say, well, it's just sensitivity training. Like, that's a heck of a frame to have to fight your way out of. Again, race is not Trump's strongest suit when he talks about any policy and any issue. It just isn't. I think he was right to bring up that he is gaining black support at record levels. It looks like he has very, very high black support for a Republican. We'll have to see how it plays out. But this race everything seems to be losing some of its punch. So, Trump, name one. This was a great exchange. Trump, name one police group that supports you. Biden, we don't have time. Trump, we have plenty of time. Name one. Yeah, guess who interrupted the exchange to save Biden? Chris Wallace. And Chris Wallace was clearly in Biden's camp. It's kind of gross to watch, but Wallace has always been a sleazeball. Biden claimed Antifa is an idea, not an organization. Yeah, it's ideas that founded the Chaz less than 100 miles out of my front door and burned all those businesses down. Those were just ideas. Yeah. And Trump comes back with, when a bat hits you over the head, that's not an idea. Yeah, that's kind of a mic drop moment. Other than that, those are the things that stood out to me. And what did you think? I think in the future, Biden's got to come up with an answer for the far left stuff and the law and order stuff, or he's just losing on that hard. Trump's going to continue to kind of have the COVID weakness. He's got to get a couple better answers on that one, and I would like to see him have a better counterpunch on race. But it is what it is. I don't think it was terribly surprising how that played out. And let me know what you think. I can't wait for the next one.